You know what? I think she's got a bit of a water leak in the boot.
Yeah, just a little bit of water in there. Small duck pond. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no. Oh! Holes in the exhaust system. Now, oh, it's green earth to these things come off. Car's all stripped down now. Now that's done and dusted, we can take it down to our local friendly mechanic just for a bit of a health checkup today. You know, we're back home. This is the last warrant of fitness that the car had, and as you can see, clean bill of health. So I don't think that's quite the case with this car. So we're just going to run it down the road. They're going to do a full workup on the thing. Then we can, yeah, basically we'll have a good picture of what's wrong with this car. So that's that.
Meow meow.
Oh. Hey, Puzzle. Yeah, show your butt for the camera. Oh, you're coming out.
Hello there. Welcome to another G&T Friday, where you get to sit down, enjoy a good brew with the gentleman in the room, and marvel at our car. No, but in all seriousness today, it's good. It's good to be back home with the Ace. You might see down here on the floor, we've got some of the extras. Yeah, that's a good token to go up on the wall there. Yeah, look at that. That's seen some sights across the country. But yeah, we've got a lot of the spare seats. I think I bought this car, I knew it had spare seats, but I didn't realize I was getting six SIX front seats with this car. So yeah, I've got a lot of spares in that department, but it's all on the floor at the moment. Ace is right here. What I was thinking about really is I've just taken the car down to the old Warren Fitness man, see what he had to say. And yeah, by the looks of it, he had an awful lot to say. So we'll just get comfortable here. Oh, jeez. It's got suspension, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I think it was kind of obvious. We bought the car and it perhaps wasn't as flash as we first thought. So yeah, I went down to the old trusty mechanic and got him to do just a bit of a look, see what we're actually in for. And we've got 2 pages, you know, over 1 page onto the second page worth of issues that would cause its next warrant at least to fail, and future ones as well. Some warnings there. Just to go through, what have we got here? I haven't read this fully, but found multiple faults with vehicle as below, which would be required to be repaired for next woof. Left hand park light not working. Reverse light not working. Yeah, they're just some minors. Left hand number plate lens missing. Who needs that anyway? Uh-oh. Roof structural damage. Panel beater report required. Might be up shit creek with that one. Anyway, right hand number plate lens missing. Rear door hinge rusted, driver seat to comply, right hand side structural damage, right hand rear door rust by hinge, left hand rear door rust by hinge, right front wheel bearing play, left rear wheel bearing loud, right rear wheel bearing loud, left rear, right rear wheel buckled, holes in exhaust system, rust on frontal impact bar. Man, are you getting tired? I'm getting tired. Some more notes. Left hand front lens taped over. Right hand front door corrosion damage. Left hand strut tower corrosion starting. Front engine latch corrosion. General engine bay rust. Floor wet. Rear boot lid rust. Boot full of water. That's a funny one. And rust forming on the cross member. So yeah, a lot that's probably wasn't, you know, I'm no expert, but probably I picked up a lot of this just by looking at the car. There's a fair bit to go over. So what I was, I can sit down there for now. I thought probably next steps is, you know, this car is probably Worse for wear, as you might see in the workshop here, we don't have a lot of bodywork equipment or skills, if you're asking, of what I'm capable of. So yeah, a little bit of a problem. I think, this car's teetering on the edge of unviable financially. It's almost trash bin worthy. Not the greatest purchase of my life. Yeah, it's not looking good. So I don't know what to do. Do I trash the car, scrap it, get a few $100s back on what I spent so far? Not the worst thing in the world. Or do I try and salvage this car, get her back to her former glory? Because to be honest, after driving this for 4 or 5 days up the country and 20 odd hours of driving, it's a bloody fun car. It's simple, it's basic. You can just put your foot down and not give a shit about it. I mean, there's so much mental freedom in that. That I'm kind of sad that it's in such a shit condition. I bought it, I had a warrant. I thought, how bad can it be? It must be pretty good. Bit of a letdown. Anyway, what I thought I would do is spoke to the guys down at the shop, and they did give me the number of a local panel beater who they highly recommend. Very good guy, little local independent guy. He's on holiday in Fiji at the moment, but he's back soon. So, and his son's in the shop doing quotes. So I was thinking, not quite sure what I want to do with the car yet. It's already lost me a bit of money. It's unlikely to recoup it as is. But do we just go full hog? But I need to know kind of what I'm in for. So, I mean, obviously there's a lot of there's some mechanical issues as well as body issues, but mechanical, it'll be hard to find the stuff, but it won't be too costly. I can fix that, no problem. It's just more difficulty in finding parts and my time to do it. But bodywork stuff, some of it's structural, some of it's serious. So I think the best thing to do is go to an expert. So might try and do that next. But thought to do that, the best thing to do is, because there's just so much everywhere on this car, all around the car, is give it a mini strip down, just so he can actually get in there and give me a good quote. Not one of those, it could be 5,000 or it could be 50,000. I don't want a quote like that. Doesn't give me some good information to make a decision on. So, yep, I think we'll pull out what we can in the car, just strip it down, give it a clean up as well, because there's a lot of filth and rubbish throughout, so that it's all ready to go down to the man. And he can take a closer look at it, and we can talk more in detail about if we save her, or if we just find a rather large hill somewhere in the outskirts of Auckland and just roll it on down and watch it just sail away into the sunset. So yeah, let's get cleaning and stripping. Well, production quality isn't the highest today. I just noticed that the microphone wasn't on, and B, the camera kept tilting forwards and down. So really, I've just been talking to myself till now. Anyway, we got the first seat out. It's filthy on that side. Almost something's crunchy under the carpet. Hopefully, it's not rusty floor pans. But yeah, this will carry on now. Enjoy. Oh yeah, she's looking pretty good now. Basically brand new, right? You'd pay top dollar for this. All it needed was a vacuum, right? Nah, but truth be told, hear a fair bit of crunching underneath the carpet. Don't know if that's a good sign, and it's pretty sodden looking, the carpet on the driver's side, and there's a fair bit of dirt. Don't know what that means just yet. Doesn't look pretty. Anyway, I know the back of the carpet here is pretty wet, but I know that because we just pulled up yesterday and there's a leak in the boot here, and it was all pulled up in the boot where the spare wheel goes, and it all fucking sloshed forward. I'm not surprised the carpet back here is a bit wet, but we'll get this out. Certainly need to dry it. It's not the greatest carpet, but I thought I'd give it a good vacuum, give it the best clean that we can before ripping it out. Yeah, it's a little bit manky, so I guess we'll just carry on now, strip some of the trim around, and get the rest of this all pulled out. Really, we'll go to from there. Far out, man. I need to sack the cameraman and hire a new one, because the current one is just not up to mustard. Keeps dropping the camera, doesn't he? Of course, that's the wrong size. Oh, who would have guessed I bought a time capsule? Go figure. Oh, this thing is saturated wet. Here's a bloody newspaper underneath the carpet. Is this some kind of old person's car thing that I just don't know about, where you buy a car, you lift up the carpet and you throw an old newspaper under there for the one day that some idiot buys your car and rips up the carpet? Oh, what do we got? Oh, it's not even that old. The Southland Times, July 9th, 2015. For reference, you could buy this for $1.70. So what's the lead story of the day? Jetstar, Ian, Southern Potential. Oh, they didn't last very long. Jetstar came in and then they quit New Zealand. They're back these days, but they run less flights than they used to. What else have we got here? I've been a smoker since I was 13. My dad did it, and I've been doing it ever since. How's that? Bit of Southland pride for you. Jeez. The rise and fall of Amy Winehouse. Oh, that must have been back in the day where she had a bit too much snow. Bit too much nose snow. Oh, true test for Southland Samoans. Jesus, what a flash to the past. Just a little old 9 years ago. Anyway, we're not here for a history lesson, are we? So, first impressions. Yeah, it's okay. It's a little dirty underneath, but it doesn't look too bad. It was quite wet up and it looked like that from the carpet. At some point, it's been very wet. The sound deadening it got wet and dried to the floor pan there, and where I tried to pull off the corner, but it just fucking rusted. It's just snapped right off. The back of the carpet was wet, but I only did that in the last day or so, and actually it all came out quite nicely. Bit grubby, but yeah, not too bad. I'm not seeing too much to be concerned about that we don't already know about. So I guess we'll carry on with the cleanup after our history lesson, and then we'll just move into the back of the car where there is more gunk that just needs cleaning. Yeah, fun times. Ugh, it's no good. Oh, that's rank.
Is there a drain plug in here? Hopefully somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is going to make a mess on the floor. Oh, well. Hopefully it drains straight outside. Oh dear. Where's that all going?
That's going somewhat outside.
Fantastic. Oh, didn't show you, but I talked about the big lake back here.
Yummers.
There's all this kitty litter looking stuff in the boot here. I think they threw it there to absorb some of the water. Fortunately, I think in the last week there's been more rain than kitty litter in the boot here, so made a little bit of a duck pond. So just draining that now. Ugh, absolute filth. Anyway, we carry on to clean up some of this wet filth. How on God's green earth do these things come off? Ooh, yummy. Oh, looky here. Oh, legal tender from God knows back when. A giant $2 coin from 1991. Oh, wait, a year before the car was even made. This is older than the car. And a $1 coin from 1990, 1 year even older still. Jesus. They're probably the original owners. This thing is filthy wet. Bloody skanky. Oh, what's this? Oh, shush. Oh, we got a little plastic unicorn or a horsey or something. God, more garbage. Alright, we just about got everything stripped out now. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. Pretty bare bones. Let's carry on with this manky shit.
Oh, voila. Car's all stripped down now. Ain't she a beauty? Cleaned up like a real doll. Yeah, anyway, now she's good to go to the panel beaters. I mean, it's good to see under the skirt. She's not too bad. Definitely in the boot. I mean, floor pans are all good around here. Definitely in the boot though, you can see. Been leaking for a little bit. Not too much though, just tiny bits of surface rust. Coming around the seams, this, that and the other. Not too uncommon for a car from the 90s, to be honest. It's alright, the absolute duck pond back there, full of shit and water and all sorts. Oh god, that was a filth of a mess to clean up. But it's done now. Good look at her bones. Yeah, we can take to the panel beaters and see what the real damage is in terms of getting around the car. Yeah, one other thing I might do is flip off the bumpers as well before I take it in, just so it's a bit easier for them to see, because there is some rust around the front, crash bar, subframe, all that jazz. So, oh, can't forget Won't be going anywhere fast without one of these. Gotta stay safe on the road, you know. I mean, she certainly doesn't look legal, so gotta be as safe as possible out there. Otherwise, Mr. 50 will come a knocking, and we won't get much further than that. So yeah, once this is back in, we're all safe to drive, as safe as can be in this car. Back to the panel beaters and get it worked up for what it's going to take to actually get it structurally sound again. That's about it for the night. We'll get the bumpers off in the morning. Definitely those back seats and the carpet has a lot of drying out to do. They were all pretty sodden. I pulled them out of the car, so get those dried off. Definitely should have put the tarp over the car when I had it outside during the week. So now I know that for next time. I mean, it's pretty obvious before I left it out in the rain that it was going to leak, but I did it anyway. So all I did was cause myself more problems. But anyway, yeah, next stop, panel beaters. Well, yeah, so if you're wondering if the carpet's a little bit wet, well, I think so. It's just casually now making a mess in the garage as opposed to the car. How wonderful. So yeah, I guess before we take this car down to the panel beaters, I guess there's a couple other things that I might do. So I was thinking, put these bumpers off, because I know there's some stuff at the front, under the front bumper for the panel beater to look at. So I'll pull those off and we'll just have to put the plate somewhere, just do our best not to get pulled over by Mr. Policeman. And while I thought we're at it, the red door on this one is pretty well buggered, but it has a good window in it. Now I've got a white door that came with the car and it's less buggered. Still wouldn't say it's great, but less buggered. But that has no window in it, or lots of broken bits of window. So I think we'll, one, get the bumpers off, which is going to be fun, getting on the ground underneath this thing, no hoist today. And then two, get the new door, or the old door, put in with the new window / an old window. But yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, there we go. Bit of an organised, bit of a clean up, and we've got one white door. Pretty rough conditions, so let's get it stripped down. I know it's full of glass, get it cleaned out so that we can get the window out of the red door, put into this one. So yeah, all stripped down. Giving it a good check out as well. There is quite a few rust bits around the bottom. This door, hopefully the other ones aren't as bad, but this one's got a bit of rust on it. That's all right. Overall, I still think it's in better condition than the other one. So now we just got to get out all the jingle jangly bits in the middle of it. Lots of glass. So do my best to vacuum that up without making too much of a mess everywhere else. And then we can get on to the red door. Alright, that's taken care of. So now to get the red door out and get all switched over.
yeah, so that was a lot of fun, just breaking bolts. I mean, you can see right here. Oh, don't know if you, but yeah, no wonder this one snapped. It's pretty rusty, but annoying. Rust throughout, just down the seams here. You can see where it seeped in everywhere. Some of it's not too bad, some of it's starting to get bad. And then, can't quite move the camera, but there's a mountain of dirt there that was just packed in the fender. God knows where all that came from. Mouse nest or bird's nest, I don't know. But yeah, snapped that bolt at the bottom as well. And then there was just a clip, and like, it was probably the only thing on the car that wouldn't break, to be honest. Eventually it either snapped off or flung off somewhere, God knows where, but we can at least get it at the door now, which is what we were aiming for. Classic. Small job turns into half the car roof, but that's alright. So yeah, piece of piss getting this off now. Oh, not bad. Actually, that's the thing that's gone the best so far today. I haven't changed a window in maybe like 15 years. So didn't break it. Happy I got it out. Pretty smooth, really. Yeah. Now we just gotta throw it in the white one and put it all back together. Yeah, it's a shame about this red door on the outside of it, that it's all hella bent in. And I'll put this down. Tiny bit of rust on the bottom, but on this side and on the inside, it's in far better condition than the white. But I'd say the white one is in better condition on the outside than the red one. Yeah, it's got some nasty gouges in it. Oh, I don't know. Looking between the doors now, this one's got a lot of work, but it's mainly just a lot of work fixing the outer panel. Whereas the white one, I mean, this door didn't always shut the best, but the white one does have a bit of work. Just got a lot more rust in the corners and underneath and around the hinges. Far out, man. I'm almost thinking of putting the red one back on. God, what an absolute balls up. Or at least, I'm thinking about, well, I'll take this one to the panel beater anyway, and I'll ask his opinion of which door is going to be cheaper to fix. God damn, thought the white one would have been good, but yeah, looking at it now, not so sure.